Have you ever felt like life is just a series of random events? A chaotic jumble of moments that don't quite add up? I used to think so, until I heard a story that completely changed my perspective. It's a story about an old man named Arthur and his granddaughter, Lily. Arthur was a watchmaker, a master of his craft. His small, dusty shop was a treasure trove of ticking clocks and gleaming gears. Lily, a bright-eyed and curious girl, spent her afternoons there, mesmerized by the intricate dance of tiny metal parts. To her, her grandfather was a magician who could control time itself. One day, Lily came into the shop, her face clouded with sadness. She'd had a terrible day at school. She'd forgotten her homework, tripped in the hallway, and her best friend had ignored her. "Grandpa," she said, her voice trembling, "why do bad things happen? It feels so unfair. Everything is just a mess." Arthur stopped his work, his gentle eyes looking at his granddaughter. He didn't offer a simple platitude. Instead, he reached into a drawer and pulled out a jumbled mess of gears, springs, and tiny screws, spilling them onto his workbench. "What do you see here, Lily?" he asked. "A mess," she replied, echoing her earlier sentiment. "Just a pile of junk," Arthur smiled softly. He picked up a single gear. "This little piece," he said. "Let's say this is you forgetting your homework. It feels clumsy and useless on its own, doesn't it?" Then he picked up a tiny spring. "And this is you tripping. Bouncy and unpredictable." He pointed to a small dark screw. "And this is your friend ignoring you. Small, but it makes everything feel loose and wrong." Lily watched, confused, as her grandfather began to work. With a watchmaker's precision and a lifetime of patience, he started to assemble the pieces. He carefully placed the homework gear, connected it to the tripping spring, and secured them with the friend screw. He added more parts, each one representing a different moment in a day, a smile from a stranger, the taste of her favorite snack, the warmth of the sun. Slowly, impossibly, a beautiful, intricate mechanism began to take shape. The individual pieces, which had seemed like a random, chaotic mess, were now fitting together perfectly. Each one had a purpose. The gear needed the spring to move, and the screw held them both in place. After what felt like an eternity, Arthur held up a magnificent, gleaming pocket watch. It wasn't just working. It was a work of art. The hands swept gracefully across the face, and a gentle, rhythmic ticking filled the quiet shop. He placed the watch in Lily's small hands. "You see, my dear," he said, "life is much like this watch. When you look at the individual pieces, the bad days, the mistakes, the heartaches, they can seem like a messy, pointless jumble. You might think they're junk, but they aren't." He tapped the crystal of the watch. "Each moment, good or bad, is a necessary part. The difficult moments, the bad years, often create the tension and the movement that allows the beautiful moments to shine. Without the fall, you might not appreciate the feeling of standing strong. Without a moment of loneliness, you might not cherish the warmth of friendship quite as much." Lily looked down at the watch, then back at her grandfather. His words were sinking in, rearranging the way she saw her own life. Her bad day didn't feel so overwhelming anymore. It was just a few gears in a much larger, much more beautiful machine. "Every piece has its place," Arthur continued. "Every experience, every tear, every laugh, they all connect. They build upon each other to create the unique, wonderful, and complex person you are becoming. It's not always easy to see the pattern when you're in the middle of it. Sometimes, all you can see is the mess on the workbench. But trust me, a master craftsman is at work. That story has stayed with me for years. It's a powerful reminder that our lives are not just a collection of random accidents. Maybe the struggles we face, the challenges that seem to break us, are actually the very components needed to build something beautiful and resilient within us. They are the springs that give us bounce, the gears that drive us forward. Think about your own life. Think about the moments of struggle, the times you felt lost or broken. Can you, looking back, see how they might have shaped you? How a failure taught you a lesson you desperately needed to learn. How a heartbreak opened your heart to a deeper kind of love. It's a profound shift in perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can start to ask, "What is this trying to teach me? What part of my watch is this building?" This doesn't mean we should ignore pain or pretend that hardship is easy. It's about finding meaning in the struggle. It's about trusting the process, even when we can't see the final product. It's about having faith that the messy, chaotic pieces of our lives will eventually fit together into a masterpiece. A masterpiece that is uniquely, wonderfully you. Each one of us is an intricate watch, being assembled moment by moment, and every single piece matters. The bright, shiny ones and the dark, difficult ones. They all work together to make us tick. So the next time you feel like you're just a pile of messy parts, remember the watchmaker's lesson. You're not a mess. You are a masterpiece in the making. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this story resonated with you, I'd love it if you'd like this video and subscribe for more content that helps us find the beauty in life as complexities. Take care.